you to our classes, our program entitled the Bassa International Literacy Institute. And then we have with us here today our usual guest, Bishop Amos W. Barr, who will be teaching us the Bassa language. So, Papi, you are welcome to the camera.
Thank you very much, Justin. We wanted to apologize that we are now regular due to some circumstances beyond our control. But we are trying to settle things so that we just go strictly every week, every Sunday. The last Sunday, I was reading a book that other people have already purchased, and I wanted them to follow me to learn how to read it. We're not going to go ahead with that book today, but I have something that I brought to you that will help you. Because there are other languages where people add English into it until the English dominates the whole language. And that's why I'm teaching today. I don't want you to be speaking Bassa and then join English into it. Okay. So your Bassa will be clear. And that's what we're doing today. The first one we want to start with is some English word that's supposed to be in Bassa. But if it doesn't have the Bassa word, there's a way the Bassa people describe it. It's better for you to go with the description than to mix the English with the Bassa. So the first word I want to say to you is there are a lot of fruits we have in Liberia, way in the interior. Like some of the fruits are, we can say pineapple or pawpaw and pumpkin and other things. Now, we were not the Bassa people. Since I'm right now, what I'm going to say to you, you may not believe it, especially some older Bassa people may say, no. We've been having these things ever since, so we know it. But there are some of the things that some people who came to do some training in Liberia brought them, especially the Portuguese. The Portuguese, way back, they brought in the pawpaw, they brought in the pineapple, and other things. So because they were not planted by the Bassa people, or the Bassa people don't know about it, they don't know the Bassa name. And because they don't know the Bassa name, they describe it. One of those things is pineapple. When I ask you, what is the Bassa name for pineapple? You will say, that quickbo. Quickbo. Yes. Okay, then I ask another question. Why the wheat for? Why did you add wheat? Wheat is a civilized, but so it's not supposed to be the name, but because we don't know the Bassa name, that's why we describe it. You know, there's a fruit, a wild fruit in the bush. They call it bo. So when the people brought pineapple and said we don't know the Bassa name, that's why they call it quick bo. They get quick one in bowl. They were anyone away. Oje, be more abri Bassa you begin. Abri aja was saying. And say people who get more Bassa who poncha. Then get me one. But abri Bassa will be ready.
Hold on, Pap. You say quick ball or quick because
quick ball.
Oh, okay. So that's pineapple in Bassa.
Yes.
Like white ball.
Yes. The wild fruits.
Yeah.
They call ball. You see that several saying we don't know the name.
Yeah.
So it's out. The quick people on a ball here.
Right.
Okay, you got it? All right. Abi Bassa baby would ndi ka be ba wura ba ke na wo mritanji o Bassa wo ke change to the right here wuri po enye na ye gara ke dan odo mo yo Bassa wu cha ba o ndo mo se Bassa wu cha ke bia won yo Bassa wu bi ke bia abre be bia ke po But Bassa work, you stay. Them now over one away. Oh, yeah. The what I'm quick walk here. You be what I'm Portuguese, you be what you also. Why, you know, or say I went got down lemon in your plugin, Portuguese or the Bassa you down plugin. Ke lemon in your yage wako, ke Portuguese you be a cook. Yes, why mon soron ne gase wule ge plugin be what you deploy down. Where I oh, you be so I get so a down wa plugin be get. Today, what I was on get on quipo. Pineapple. That's an English name. And the Bassa people don't know it, so they call it quipo. And the quipo is in the bush, it's a wild fruit. Some we don't know the Bassa name, that's why we call it quipo. I will be speaking both English and Bassa so we make it clear. All right, the next fruit I want to talk about is the one what we call pawpaw. We call it pawpaw. A plant right behind your house. It get red, it's so sweet. You get a seed inside. When you plant a seed, it started growing very fast. And what they call it is they call it now they call it. Some people don't know the English name, in fact, because they have not been in Liberia before. Here they get the right name for it. So they call it. We call it pawpaw in Liberia. And when I ask you what is the Bassa name for pawpaw, you will say Quinyuen. Quinyuen. Why you call it Quinyuen? It's because we have something they call nyuen. The English people call it pumpkin. We get pumpkin. Oh, I love pumpkin very much. The pumpkin, it looks like a pawpaw, almost the same round, and the way the shape is, how the pumpkin is. So since we don't know the Bassa name for that pawpaw, we see that several people own the pumpkin. Right. Now we know pumpkin in a Bassa name because it's something that the Bassa people themselves, been dealing with for a long time. So they call it nyuen. Right. All right. So because we don't know the pawpaw Bassa name, we call it quinyuen. I want you to listen and know why these things are called quick. Anything that they are quick there is not for us. It's not from the Bassa culture. The next one is the train that people can get into and carry you places. That long train. Even Lango was the one who have it in Buchanan, where they put their iron ore to carry it. Now, how do you call it in Bassa? We don't know it in Bassa. So we describe it. We say Ziziglupa. Ziziglupa. The reason you call it Ziziglupa because if you stand here and one person, it will pass long and so on 1 hour, 2 hours before it finish going. Before you leave your sight on it. And that is why some people don't know this kind of thing that carry us or carry goods. We don't know the Bassa name. So when it passing, it can pass a long time. That's called Ziziglupa. Ziziglupa means the thing pass until the sun comes down.
Sunset, yeah.
Yeah, until the sunset. So that's why that's the Bassa name we have. But it is not a name. But Bassa people don't know the Bassa name. So we describe it. Now the number 5 is called car. We all know the car where we can ride to go places from Buchanan to Monrovia, from Monrovia to Lofa County and so on. It's a popular thing that we use to carry our places. What is the Bassa name for car? People call it Wotimo. Wotimo. And you know why they call it Wotimo? No. The first name from the British people is called automobile.
Yeah, automobile.
Yes. The car, they used to call it automobile. So that the automobile, they try to put into Bassa and say Wotimo. But it's not a Bassa name for it. So I just want you to see that. anything we don't know, we describe it by ourselves, unknowing to ourselves. Yes. But people ask you. You say they think you have Bassa name. Oh, I have a Hotimo and so and so. But that's not the name. Then we also have plane. The airplane that pass up in the air. What's the Bassa name for it? People say John Dudu. It's another description. Do is the ferry.
Yeah.
There's something, some people in the interior, they can make a wood, so they put the wood together.
Canoe.
And sit, no, not canoe, a flat.
Oh, ferry.
They join the wood together, a flat.
Yeah.
People sit on that flat thing, and then they carry on the river or cross the river. The whip people, they get a big one where you can get into it. They call it ferry. All right, that ferry, the Bassa people call it do. But then they say, in the sky, do in the sky.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you sit down there, and just carry you. So it's not something for you to ride on the ground. That's why they add the sky there for. They say that the sky do.
Sky boat.
That's why they call it John Dudu.
Sky
But it's
boat.
not a Bassa name for it. Just for something for us to know that when somebody talking about it, you say, oh yeah, whether they're not in here or not, we're used to that.
Yeah.
So we cannot add different name on that. Let's look at the gowns that the people sew for the paramount chiefdom in Liberia. You can see the senator, the representative, wearing the big gown.
What the?
You know,